Hello, thank you for pressing the arrow and bringing me to your screen. My name is Marianne Casanova, and if you're good with accents, you might have picked up the Australian accent that matches this person. At the moment, I'm located in San Francisco, about 11 blocks from Ocean Beach and 2 blocks away from the Golden Gate Park. I happen to live in a convent with a community of sisters. They have adopted me for the duration of the time that I'm at CIIS doing my PhD, and I'm a member of an Australian religious congregation which was founded by Mary MacKillop and Julian Tennyson Woods. So in other words, I'm a nun. Our order, my order, was founded to work in regional and rural Australia with a particular focus on education and welfare. So in the early part of my career, I worked in a situation not unlike the one where I am now, where there's a convent, a school, and the parish church in close proximity to each other. I was a primary school teacher, that's elementary school teacher, a generalist with some expertise in religious education and in science. I grew up on a farm in South Australia, and I have 5 sisters and 2 brothers, so that's quite a cohort of siblings. At present, my 2 youngest nephews and my two of my grandnieces attend the same school that I went to, so they make the 4th generation of students at St Joseph's School, Port Lincoln. Families have come and moved away, come back again, so it's not as static as that might first sound. The farm where I grew up is a sheep station, or was a sheep station, and it was a place of immense beauty, physical beauty and biodiversity, very, very much out in the outdoors, playing, engaged in exploration, and generally having a great time. All of my siblings are very creative, practical, and not afraid to innovate. As I said, I started in primary school, and now, more recently, I've been involved in education at a different level with the introduction of eco-education. I've been involved in practical expressions of ecology, one example being a vegetation project in conjunction with the rebuilding and refurbishment of one of our properties. I did the research for the native endemic vegetation, carried out the propagation of the plants and so forth, and then the landscaping was also part of that project. I've written educational resources that connect ecology and Christian spirituality for adults and for youth and for children, and I've also worked for the Australian Catholic Bishops in their environmental agency. One of the things that stood out during the time I was working with the Catholic Bishops was connection with a little startup organisation called Join the Dots, and that phrase has stuck with me for quite some time now. And it is, in fact, what I try to do. In my daily life and in the bigger life choices, I'm endeavouring to make links between things which may or may not have an obvious connection, to make choices, big and small, that reflect my commitment to the environment and my commitment as a Christian person in my everyday choices. I'm an introvert, so this is a little bit uncomfortable for me to do this filming. However, it probably won't kill me, so I'll make the best of it. I'm in the doctoral program for ESR. For a long time, I resisted the idea of doing doctoral work because of the tendency that forces people to drill down into a very small topic and a very small area of expertise. So when I found the integral nature of CIIS, I thought this is somewhere where I can advance my studies and learn in an integral environment. And of course, the idea of integral ecology came through in the encyclical by Pope Francis. I realise he's not the first person to use that terminology, but it certainly popularised it and brought to my attention the fact that any understanding of ecology has to be quite vast and include a lot of different areas, culturally, spiritually, economically, and the relationships between all of those things. As I mentioned, there's an element of creativity in all that I'm involved in. I've always got some sort of art project, creative project on the go at the same time as other more cerebral sorts of activities. I like to draw, paint with watercolour. I think in stories and images. So photography is one of my hobbies, passions as well. The other day when I was following my quest for an Aussie-style coffee, I went to the little cafe up the road here called Fog Baby, and there I met a little character called Charlie, who's 3 weeks old. Charlie is an embodiment of the meeting of north, south, east and west. He has Norwegian, Korean, Australian, North American heritage, and I just thought, hey, this little guy is an integral ecologist from his genes onwards. So I thought that was a really lovely little encounter. So I look forward to encountering and meeting you through this program and becoming less afraid of the camera than I am. I'm usually on the other side of it. So this is a switch of directions for me. So thank you for attending to what I've said, and I look forward to our time together. Thank you. Bye.